Hi, my name is Stephanie Bowers, and I'm from the Appalachian Mountains of East Tennessee. Specifically, my hometown is Greeneville, Tennessee. I'm on day 2 of the EBV experience, and so far I'm loving absolutely every minute that we have spent here so far. Yesterday, just to tell you a little bit about what we did yesterday. Yesterday, after a long, arduous flight, I left Greeneville at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I finally got to the hotel at 3 in the afternoon, Texas time, and met up with several of the fellow EBV classmates on the flight coming into Aggie Land. It's just been a wonderful experience, starting from the minute that we got off the airplane. That once we finally met each other, it was an instant bond. We've spent the last 3 weeks communicating online, and it's amazing how you get to know people just through answering questions and doing a lot of the homework via the internet. And it was wonderful being able to see the people's faces with the identities that they've created with their businesses on the internet, and talking and communicating through the whole experience. Yesterday was also an interesting day for me and a moving day. I served as a medic while I was in Iraq, and I was one of the first classes that got a specialized training called the 91 Whiskey for many of you military folks. And I actually got to meet one of our guest speakers was Dr. Carlton, also known as General Carlton, that created the 91 Whiskey program for the military. And as a result, it's saved numerous lives over in Iraq and Afghanistan right now due to the increase in education that the medics are required to go through now as they're going through their individual training during their initial phases in the military. So to hear him speak was it was absolutely soul moving to hear him talk about his experience as a doctor and as a physician caring for the wounded soldiers that are coming back. That's a subject that's very near and dear to my heart. I currently work on the polytrauma team at the VA hospital in Johnson City, Tennessee. So even though I'm not in the military anymore, I still have a desire to take care of my brothers and sisters in arms, and I'm here as a result of that. One of my business ideas is to start a patient advocacy business to further enhance the care that my brothers and sisters are getting. They need that NCO still to kind of look after them and make sure that they're doing the right thing and getting the best care, and that people are treating them right. And I want to start a business that's going to be able to continue to do that, not only for the veterans, but also for the other regional members of our community throughout Appalachia as well, the civilians as well. What else to say? Class started at 8:30 this morning, and it's now 10:30 at night. I'm not even sleepy. My mind has been filled with so much information. It has created an excitement that I haven't had in many years since I've gotten out of the military. I can't wait until tomorrow. I've got so many ideas, so much information that's going through my head that we learned in class today. The classmates, it's like a family. I have met so many wonderful people in my class, and the whole class is just a cohesive unit, and it feels like we finally got the esprit de corps that we had when we were in the military. It's just a joy to be able to have that feeling back one more time, and to be able to come together as a team. We each share ideas. We're each encouraging one another to meet their mission, their goal of having their own business, and as a result, we're all working together and trying to lift each other up to get to the ultimate goal, to becoming entrepreneurs and getting that freedom and getting that financial stability or the social reform that they're looking for out of their business. The food is great. They feed us all the time. It's been wonderful. I've never met such a large group of people such as the ones that are running the program that care so much for the veterans, care so much for what we do, and care so much about bringing businesses back to America. They believe in America. It goes deeper than just caring for the veterans. They care for the veterans because they care about America. And America was founded on the entrepreneurial dream, and it's just the spirit that's running through this organization, this entrepreneurial boot camp, not only from the staff, but also the veterans that are partaking in the classes. It just makes you realize what you fought for as a veteran, and it just makes you realize what America is, and that America's strong, and it's got a lot of great people standing behind it, and it really just makes it all come together for me as a soldier, and now as a veteran, and most importantly as a patriot. We're all patriots, whether we've served in the military or not, because we're all Americans. And this organization is trying to bring about a greater good and instill that patriotism back in our communities through business.